Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to see how we can do data orchestration and do data integration from source to destination. So in this example our destination is going to be Snowflake, and for a bit of orchestration we are leveraging the capabilities of Azure Synapse. Also we are going to recall some of the concepts of SnowPipe and streams, and also we'll be covering a new topic, task, which will help us to automate when we load our data from raw table into the dimension tables. In the process we will also be making use of SPs and streams for incremental and CDC operations. So with that, let's go back to our Snow site and understand what is the first step to begin with. Okay, so this is my Snow site interface, and I will be running couple of operations at the beginning, which some of them I believe we have already covered in our first or second videos. Now our use case is to load a file which is pushed into a data lake and trigger that automatically when a Synapse pipeline is fired. So Synapse pipeline will be scheduled at a specific time interval. It will copy the file from source to destination. Okay, so the source of I will just go through the portal and explain it better. Okay, so you can see this is my data lake, and this is my containers. So I have multiple containers as of now, but for this example we will only be focusing on FS system Thom San 2024. So this is our destination container and this is our source container. So let me open the test, which has a folder structure that is merchant. So we are mainly planning to copy a merchant data and push that into our data warehouse, and we will be following like incremental process as well in between to explain the concepts. Okay, so let me open this folder. You will see there is a CSV file of merchant. If I right click and open it, it will look something like this: merchant ID, merchant name, merchant business line. Okay, and then what we need to do, we need to push this file into another container within same data lake. We can make use of different data lake or like a blob storage as well. Okay, but this is my destination, that is a different container within the same folder, and the file should come here. And when a scheduled pipeline is triggered in Synapse, automatically the file should come up here. Once the file arrives here, it should work in conjunction with the event subscription that we have created for Azure queue, and it should send out notification and our SnowPipe should be triggered. So that's the process. And once the data goes into the external stage, our SnowPipe will execute the data or retrieve the data from the external table and push that into the next consecutive tables. Okay, so it is going to be like a sort of fully automation that will happen from source to destination. Okay, so with that, this is our first process. Okay, that is creating a notification integration. We have seen this in past in our first or second video, so you can please go and refer if you guys don't recall this. And then this is the option like which we can select to see our notification. Then if you want to further drill down what is happening in this notification, you will be getting more details. Okay, about the path, about the login, about the app. Okay, and then the next step would be to create a file format, because we have a source file as CSV, so we'll be creating a file format with a field delimiter, comma, type CSV and skip header 1. Once the file format is created, we will be creating a external stage by giving this syntax. So this also we have covered in our second or third video. And once this is created, we can query this table. Let's try to query this. And for querying the data from the stage, what we have to do, we have to make use of $sign. Okay, so this will work. So as of now we don't have any records available, so that's why it is showing as we don't have any files available, so that's why it's like empty, so that's why it's showing as blank. So now the next step what we can do is we can create a table. Okay, raw merchant. So this is a table that I'm going to create, which is in line with the field values that we have seen in the CSV file. Okay, so just go ahead and create this file, this table. Once this is created, now what we will do, we will be creating a pipe. Okay, so this creation of pipe we have already seen. We'll be doing create or replace pipe, and then auto ingest equals to true. Integration is something coming from your email notification integration that we have covered at the top, and then we will be giving the condition. Okay, what the condition? Copy into my raw table that I have created here. Okay, from the external stage, and these the file format entries or parameters that we can give. Type equals to CSV and skip header equals to 1. Okay, so once the file is dropped by Synapse pipeline into that container, automatically the SnowPipe should trigger. Okay, and then we have the option to check the status of the pipe if anything is running and what's the status of it. So if you trigger this statement, you will be able to see the details. Click here and you will be able to see like which file has been read. Okay, so this is what you can use. It's like system generated or like Snowflake's function that is available. Just give this name and pass your pipeline, that is pipe name. Okay, now once the process is done till here, what we need to do next is we need to create another process, okay, which will copy the data from this raw table, that is this table, into my dimension table, and the name of my dimension table is dim merchant. Okay, let me just trigger this one as well. You see it will also have the same metadata. Okay, so that's what we want to do. But before that, we need to create one more item, that is stream, that we have already covered. So let me just create that on top of this table. So create stream, or let's do create streams shows. Okay, so this is my stream. I will just try to recreate it. Create or replace stream this on table. What is my table name? That is the raw merchant, because I want to see or I want to observe what all records are coming into this table to make it understandable by Snowflake, whether it's a record is inserted, whether a record is deleted or updated. Okay, so let's go ahead and create this. So this is created now. Okay, so now we can query this stream object. The stream object is quite powerful. So if I trigger this, you will be able to see it will have the same metadata, the metadata of the original file as well as the tables. Along with that, it is carrying 3 more additional fields which helps the stream object to perform the CDC and incremental activities, okay, supported by Snowflake. So now metadata action will contain the values like insert, delete, so that will let us know whether it's an insertion happens, whether it's a delete, whether it's an update, and this metadata update will tell us whether it's true or false. If it is true, that means it was a update. If false, that means it is not a update. Okay, so that's what is captured in this table. So once this is completed, let me just trigger it one more time. Yeah, so once this is completed, what should happen is automatically now data from this stream set should flow into our dimension table. Okay, so for that, what we can create, so for that I have defined a stored procedure. Okay, so this is how we define a stored procedure for SQL language within Snowflake. Okay, the syntax is little different, but not complex, or it's not like a new thing. Okay, so this is how you create a stored procedure, create or replace stored procedure. return string language you can give this, and then executor as owner. Okay, and then you can put as, and you have to put double dollars, begin, provide your statement. It's simple merge which we usually do in our typical ETLs. So same thing we can provide here, and we will be leveraging the fields like metadata, action, and update fields that we have seen in the stream objects. So we will be using two tables. Our target table is going to be dimension table, and our source table is going to be merchant table, sorry, stream object table. It's not raw merchant, it is stream object. And then this will be ready. And then our next step would be to create a task. Okay, so task would create, like if you give a syntax like create task, this you have to give your warehouse name, that warehouse name that you're using. It could be extra small, it could be strong, it could be large. So based on what you want to use here, give a schedule. Every 1 minute it will be looking for this, or it will be performing this operation, whatever is wrapped up after as. Okay, so see, it is as, and it is calling a stored procedure. So when a stored procedure is called by this task, automatically this operation will be triggered. And if you want to see what's the definition, show task, let's run this. You will see this is my task that I have created. Okay, and if I check what's the status, it is started. It's already started, and every 1 minute it's triggering. Okay, if you want to suspend, so by default when it is created the first time, it will be in a suspended form. You can just go and resume it by this syntax. So that's how, like, the first hop would be running the Synapse pipeline. Once the file is executed, once the pipeline is executed, it will push the file here in this container under this folder. Once the files arrives here, our SnowPipe will trigger. The SnowPipe is going to take the file from the external table, external stage, into our raw table, and then we will have like a stream object which will be capturing the CDC data, and ultimately our task will take care of execution of the changed data or the new data from the stream object into our dimension table. Okay, so now let's go to our Synapse pipeline. So let me click on this, sorry, let's go to integrate, click on this, open a new pipeline, give some name. Landing to for Snowflake. Okay, this is done. I will be taking a copy activity. Let's copy this, push it here, and give it some name. Click this, go to your source. Let me open this and check what we have here. Okay, so this is basically a data set that is pointing to this linked service. So what we will do, we will just parameterize this. Go here, create this folder name, file name, go back here, give the directory name as folder name, and the file name is coming from the parameter file name. Okay, save it. So yeah, this will throw an error, no problem. Go here, click on this source, give the value as merchant, go and verify the folder name, it's merchant. Okay, and the file name is going to be CSV. So let's just check, verify the file name in the source. Okay, click on this. Let's open the test data container. Got some network issue, sorry for that. Let me try to switch my network. Yeah, so click on merchant. Okay, so this is the merchant name. Okay, so let me copy this, go here to the pipeline, refresh this, reload. Sorry guys, it got refreshed, sorry for that. Got some connectivity issue, just give me like couple of seconds. Okay, let's check it. Copy pipeline, click on this. So let's not give any name now. Select this, go to the data set, make it parameterized. Go here to the connection, just parameterize this, select. Okay, and then try to save it. Okay, no problem. Go to the pipeline, go here, expand this, give it a value, go here, copy this, go and provide the folder name, and then ultimately we can provide the file name. Okay, copy this, go back and put the file name to the sink. Same thing, select the data set, but here in this case our container name is going to change, right? So most likely we need to create a new data set. Click here, or what you can do, other shortcut that we can do, just click on open, click on dataset, clone it, just give some name like ADLS out. Go back here, give the container name as test data. Okay, go back here, change it here, and give the name as merchant. It's the same folder name there as well, and we will be giving the same file name. Copy this, go back here and place it. Copy behavior, let's make it as for now preserve hierarchy. Scroll down, let's try to publish and check. Okay, it's publishing. So meantime, what we'll check, we'll go to the container, the destination container, click here, open our container, open this folder, and this is the output folder. Okay, so basically the output of the Synapse should be this folder. Let's go back and try to run it and see like if we get any issues. So sometimes what happens is like even if the file comes to your external stage, it takes like a couple of minutes to clear the available queues and provide the files for the SnowPipe to trigger. Okay, so we have to be mindful about that. Okay, it got failed. Let's check why it failed. File not found. Okay, so let's go to source, delimiter, it's merchant. Oh, okay, got it. So basically it has to be like other way around. So your source should be this one, merchant, and this will be your file name. Okay, and sync is going to be the other data set that we have created. Okay, paste it here, change this, and now publish it. Okay, now let's try to run and check what the status. Okay, so it's completed. Now let's go to the data lake in the destination container. See, so this got updated. So now it got updated. Now let's go to the snow site and check what we have there. Yeah, so see, this was the external stage that we have created for our storage account, right? So now let's trigger this and check like, okay, so you can see we are able to retrieve the data, right? So our data is already referenced by Snowflake from the external space or external data lake. Okay, so now what happens, once the data is pushed by the Synapse pipeline into the data lake, automatically our SnowPipe should be triggered. So basically this should be triggered. Okay, this one, the one which we have created, and this syntax we can use to check. See, this is a syntax select. This is the Snowflake function that it has provided like for us to check the status of the pipe. So this is my pipe name, just give the pipe name here, and this is the function. Just try to trigger it and see like what we have here. It's running and it will give you the details about what's happening on the file. So this file has been forwarded. Okay, and it has been forwarded around 6:05. Okay, just 1 minute back. So that means it's doing a progress. Okay, and how we can check that? Now let's try to run our table. Okay, the raw table. Let me just scroll down. This is my raw table. See, the data got loaded successfully into my raw table. So our next step, what was our next step? Once the data gets loaded into the raw table, our stream object should populate automatically because we have a stream defined. So it already popped up, the data was already present in this. Okay, and then what has happened is the task got executed. So when task gets executed, what happens, it will call the stored procedure. The stored procedure will make use of this particular table and push the data into the dim merchants. Okay, into the dim merchant table. So when it pushes the data from stream object into the dim merchant tables, automatically this will clear off all the data from this. The stream object will clear off or reset everything, so that essentially it will understand that it is ready for the next data to flow in. Okay, so let me just query dim merchants. See, Now we got our data successfully into our warehouse. So this is how we build a data warehouse. Like, this is one of the technique that we follow to do orchestration, the entire orchestration of multiple files. Currently we have a merchant files, we can get a user file, we can get an account file and do the same thing, and ultimately we can load the sales records as well. So we have 3 to 4 hops, and once it is configured, it will automatically take care of the entire orchestration and data integration process. Okay, so just one more thing I can show you here is, okay, let me just try to update you, update one record. Let me copy this record just to show you like how the stream object appears to be, and change this to this value. Okay, this record I'm trying to update in the raw table. Okay, run it. One record is updated. Now check how my stream table appears to be. See, we have two records. This is the old record and this is a new record. So this entry and this fashion of stream orientation helps us to perform ETL activities by leveraging these three fields. Okay, and I think pretty much that's it for today's session, and I hope you guys have learned, and you can like relate like how we can do an orchestration and data integration from source to destination. So with that, we have different options available. We can opt for different options, and based on which particular tool is compatible with Snowflake, we can do such integrations and collaborations. Okay, so I think that's it for today's session, guys. So if you guys have any questions or doubts for configuring any of the things that we have seen in Synapse or in the Snowflake, do let me know and comment me in my channel. Yeah, thanks a lot. Bye, see you.